Hello, I'm Up Your Ex-Toy Cat, and yes, I really am about to kill the Warden in my 10-year-old survival world. Is there a particularly good reason for doing this? Not really. Is that going to stop me? You better believe it won't, because although the only official drop is a Scout Catalyst, I want the bragging rights of saying I could beat the hardest fight in Minecraft without needing to cheese him whatsoever. This will be a fair fight, but to get to the point where I can make it a fair fight, I need to get 3 specific items, because even though I have near fully enchanted netherite gear and enchanted netherite armor, this is nowhere near enough to stand down against the Warden. In fact, you die in less than 20 seconds when you try this. Maybe my total of undying will buy me an extra 5 or 10 seconds, but it's clear that I need some radically different items if I'm gonna actually kill the Warden. So step 1 is, how do you get those things? Well, the most important radically different item is one most people don't interact with regularly, but it is gonna require some turtles, although to get it from the turtles, we have to breed the turtles, which requires seagrass, and oh, there's none of that around here. I'm gonna have to travel hundreds of blocks for seagrass, aren't I? Anyway, after going through all of those steps, now we can breed some turtles together, which honestly is a mechanic you don't think about very often until you need scutes for a turtle helmet, or maybe for a potion or two. But yeah, I'm gonna plant some in here so I can just grow this in the future. Look at that. I mean, this is so much more efficient than flying all the way across my world, right? It just mathematically has to be, I assume. Oh, you can save yourself a ton of time. You can actually just place bone meal on the ground. Yeah, that's that's a much more effective way of doing it. Also, it makes this place look cool. So let's do that instead. And then just harvest the tallest seagrass we find. Wow, look at me. Making my world a slightly nicer place when I'm just trying to kill the Warden. So eggs hatch faster at night, which means what you need to do is sit here at night and stare at eggs. They say don't count your chickens till they've hatched, but you can definitely do it with turtles, because there's no phrase against that. Okay, thank God I finally have one. I have a baby turtle. He's gonna grow up and he's gonna give me the secret weapon that I need against the Warden. One day, Mr. Turtle. I love how ridiculously tiny they are, by the way. It's ludicrous. Me and the turtle just hanging out, having a good time together. Glad you value it as much as I do, Mr. Turtle. I figured this would be a fun little diversion, but I really do need this scute that I'm going to get from this turtle. And so, to kill time while I wait for them to grow up, because they're taking their time, I'm killing baby fish, apparently. Which is a perfectly normal thing to do. Oh, it also gives me the bones that I need to make the more of this. How wonderful. I've just realized you can feed mobs to make them grow faster. Let's see if... Aha! It works that way. There too. I got my scute. Is one of these enough? It definitely isn't, but I'm going to treat it like it is so I can get out of here and head on to my... Can I just do that immediately for all of them, or was he really close to... Whoa, you can just instantly grow up turtles, unlike other mobs. Meaning I get myself 3 scutes today. Heck yeah. The reason that I so desperately need these scute is because no matter what set of armor you put on in Minecraft, you're never going to be protected from the Warden. It's important to wear some netherite gear regardless, so we're gonna grab and a netherite, you know, we'll also grab a Thorns helmet. I'm sure that'll protect us quite well, but it's important to wear the closest thing, the best gear that you have, so you have maxed out armor, but this only gives you an 80% protection from attacks in Minecraft, which is just not enough, like I mentioned. The only way you can go higher than this is with the resistance effect, which you can only get temporarily from the Totem of Undying, or... maybe if you have some scutes, you can craft what is usually the dumbest potion that is not going to be useful for 90% of situations, but will be today. You can brew yourself up some potions by using it. So we grab the awkward potions, we put a scute on top there, and, oh, you can't. What is the turtle mark? Please tell me have I made the potion wrong? Oh, imagine I went for all this and it's something else. Turtle shell, never walk. Turtle shell. Wait. Oh no, you need to use the actual... Wait, you don't use the scute to craft it, you need the turtle helmet. Why do you need a helmet to craft a potion? What sense does that make, Minecraft? Okay, you know what? Fine. I guess 3 scutes shall not be enough. Okay, so I'm here waiting for a couple more scutes because I need a turtle helmet to craft a potion of the Turtle Master. This is a pretty rough potion. It gives a 60% downgrade to your speed, or it gives you slowness, I should say. It has a really big debuff to come with it, but it does give you the resistance effect, and getting this resistance, stacking it with full armor, you know, ideally enchanted to the max as well, if you do that, then you just about can withstand a few 2 hits from the Warden while you do your damage back. This is handy enough by itself. It doesn't mean much about the third item, but we're gonna need a turtle helmet. While I was doing this, by the way, I enchanted my diamond helmet. It's now got protection on. At some point, I'll put the other enchantments on there and make it netherite. But let's be real, the knockback resistance isn't something I'm going to need when I've got a turtle potion in me. Honestly, I don't think we're going to need it in general, but especially not after this. Okay, here we go, finally. Oh no, here we don't go, finally. Oh, he's eating all the seagrass and not giving me anything. Let's try that again. Here we go, finally, I say to the baby turtle. One of them has got to grow up. Okay, no, they do not. Okay, I brought the reinforcements this time. I have so much of the seagrass that I am guaranteed to have adult turtles, and therefore guaranteed to have this scute. A lot of people have asked me what I think of the drop that the turtles make when they go from babies to adults, and all I have to say is scute. Okay, as we leave with my scute in hand, I have so many of the baby turtles ready for the next time I desperately need a turtle helmet. Honestly, after this, I might just permanently switch to one. It's a silly type of helmet, and what fits better with the Let's Play series than wearing silly things for no reason? You know, actually, yeah, maybe we should. As I was saying, the way you make the best potion in the game for fighting the Warden is you put a helmet in there, which is, you know, that's just how we craft things in Minecraft. You brew, for some reason, you craft it into a helmet shape just to dissolve it down into these bottles. Some would say it'd be more efficient to use the scute directly, but those some would be wrong. And then you get potions that have slowness 4 and resistance 3. Resistance 3 will take away 60% of the damage that mobs can do to you, and all you have to give up in exchange is 60% of your speed. But even this isn't really enough for the Warden. What you're going to want to do if you're fighting the Warden is put some glowstone in there too, because Turtle Master is great. Having resistance 3, 60% less damage is great. That's on top of 80% less damage for wearing full armor, by the way, on top of then even more damage reduction for wearing armor with protection, but you're gonna want to stack this resistance effect as high as you can, and so putting glowstone in there is going to allow you to have resistance 4. You lose 90% of your speed for this, so really is quite questionable on that level, but the upside is you get 80% damage reduction. So 80% damage reduction from having a full, again, just a reminder, having all of those armor slots filled means you have an 80% damage reduction on Bedrock. I don't know what it's like on the Median Salmon Edition, but you get 80% reduction from that. Then you can get up to an 80% reduction for Protection 4 on all your armor, then another 80% reduction on the rest of that. This means if you stack all of these 3 things together, you go from 80 to 96 to 99.2% reduction from damage, and at that point, you can just about maybe consider fighting the Warden if you want. But even then, having enchanted armor, which is nice, having, the netherite, having a decent sword is great, but having a decent sword is not good enough. The best sword for PvE players, solo players, people who aren't expecting to fight other players, is usually considered to be a smite sword. However, the Warden is not an undead mob, which is what smite is good against. It's actually kind of weird. It's kind of ward, in my opinion, that it's not. So what you want to do instead is, if you are a smite player, or you're a Bane of Arthropods bro, I mean, if you're a Bane of Arthropods player, you haven't worked out how to use YouTube yet, it's fine. But what you want to do is you want to grab the best sword you have for sharpness. Even though this is a netherite sword and this is a diamond sword, having sharpness 4 gives me 12 damage versus 8. That's 50% fewer hits to kill the Warden. I say 50% fewer, but if you look at the Warden's health, you'll see that even 12 damage per hit, let's go generous and say you get all criticals, so all jump hits. That's 18 damage a hit. That still means you need to hit more than, what is that, like 28 hits? You know, do the maths, Harrison. It's a lot of hits, and that's assuming they're all criticals. So it's at this point that you have to say to yourself, I'm going to need even more working out in my favor, and that's why instead of just having 2 of these lovely potions of the Turtle Master, you also want to get yourself a potion of strength. You could have leaping, maybe, or poison, but strength is what we're going with today. So we brew ourselves potions of strength, which I've never seen this number. It gives plus 3.4 attack damage, which is nice. That That will help us out a bit. And like before, we're going to put these right into the glowstone. Glowstone enhances the effect. So instead of strength 1, we can get strength 2. This is pretty good because now our 18 damage attacks can be as high as 26 damage, meaning only 19 hits are required to kill the Warden if one of these strength potions lasts me the entire fight, which I have every reason to believe it will. And so now we're starting to get the odds, like, okay, can I survive 20 hits against the Warden with all of this armor and this potion? Hopefully. Can I survive long enough to go in there and just whack and whack and whack and whack the Warden? I think we're getting closer to the answer being yes. However, before we can definitively say we're there, we're going to need to craft ourselves some golden apples. Golden apples give you a low-level regeneration effect, which is pretty nice by itself, but they also immediately give you 2 extra, it's called absorption, the gold hearts. Having 2 extra hearts appear out of nowhere and giving us extra regeneration is enough to save us if things are getting kind of bad in there and we need to, maybe fly out of there. Or, that's what 1 golden apple is for, an emergency. But if you have more than 1 golden apple, let's say you bring 3 golden apples, now you can afford to eat 1 and then get back into the fight, like we're doing PvP or something. If we were, going a little bit over the top, and let's be honest, at this point, that's 100% where we're at, what we could do instead is we could take extra golden apples on top of this. So, what do we need, like 24 gold? And we could craft enough that I could just casually eat these any down moment in the fight, or if I need to get the fight going back in my favor. This is on top of my Potion of Turtle Master, on top of my strength. This is hopefully going to be enough to push me over the edge to the point where I don't even need my totem. If the totem activates during the fight, everything should have gone horribly wrong. That is my big backup plan. However, at this point I'm thinking to myself, I don't want to lose all this gear on the other side of the world, and so it's important we take one last precaution. By the way, my tunnel really does make the journey here so much easier. Have to say, worth investing in one of those if you're traveling so far across your world. But yeah, I'd still have to fly from the end of that portal to where I'm going today, because I want to go to my ancient city. Not the one I've destroyed, that was a fun time too, but I want to go to the ancient city which is still fully intact. Maybe that's a bad idea. But yeah, this is one where I have the idea, wrongly or rightly, stupidly or smartly, of uncovering the entire thing. So this is the surface. Wait, what the heck? What has just happened here? Oh dear God. Is this... So this is a bug. I don't know if the world is broken because of it. I don't know if my ancient city is still going to be down there. I just know that this is clearly not how Minecraft terrain is meant to generate. Okay, and now it's gone. It is gone. There goes... okay, we're going to ignore the darkness that has swept the land. Have you ever seen a bug like that? Like, everything's back to normal, but the light levels aren't fixed. Is this mountain an illusion? Okay, so anyway, around here somewhere, might be harder to see now because of the darkness. Around here somewhere, okay, over here it is, I have an ancient city. Is my mountain really going away? That's a shame. But I have an ancient city just down here. Seriously, have you ever seen that? Look how strange it is. So yeah, I was trying to uncover this ancient city. I used the wither, and that went so well that I've just decided that I won't do it that way again because it's just too effective of a mechanism. But yeah, anyway, I've got one secret mechanism that's helping me out with the Warden today. You might think I've forgotten, like I do for 99% of things that I say. But the good news about this is, there's a mine shaft in this ancient city as well. That is a crazy coincidence. Anyway, so, yeah, if we look around this place, it's not fully uncovered yet, but it will be one day. But there's enough ceiling holes, light holes on the ceiling, places where things like this are visible, which means if we wanted to, do you know what we could do? It involves a bunch of iron blocks, like far too many iron blocks to just be leaving in an ancient city. I'm being real here. What is up with this many iron blocks? That's right, I can make myself a beacon, which we'll do right now. This is by far the best design, by the way. You definitely want to try it out. And yeah, now we can give ourselves a little bit of speed to counteract the negative speed we'll be getting from trying to fight a Warden. In fact, we're going to have to convert one of my iron blocks into this. But we can use some of the iron from that to get myself a little bit more of this to counteract the 90% negative I'm taking. Plus 20% minus 90%, you might think makes 70%. It's actually going to be more like you know, minus 90% plus 20%, so 12% speed. But 12% speed is better than 10% speed. Or really is it? I mean, that's the question. But yeah, are we ready? I don't know if we are. But let's try anyway, huh? Okay, this is what my afternoon has been building towards. Can I kill the Warden? Let's find out when he spawns in. Ideally, not with too many baby zombies helping him out. But, let's see how it goes. I'm just gonna keep walking around here, placing some torches to make sure other mobs don't get me. Just, fun fact, you shouldn't have to do that in Ancient City, but on Bedrock until 1.19.40 you do. And, we wait until good times happen. And by good times, I mean very terrifying times. Is there a good reason there's no Warden spawning? Do I have to, like, jump on this myself? Mr. Warden, I would like for you to come and play. Is this just not an Ancient City? Am I being deceived by the walls around me? Okay, I got you, chat. I actually built this myself using the blocks from the other Ancient City I destroyed. It looks pretty convincing, doesn't it? You genuinely might believe this is a real Ancient City, but I built it with my own blocks. Aren't you all idiots for believing? More seriously, I think something is wrong with this sculk sensor catalyst. Okay, if we have 2 of them to activate, that'll make the Warden come get me, right? Maybe? Huh. People say the Warden's so terrifying, but you can run around and he never comes for you, so clearly not that terrifying after all. Okay, I'm trying it again over here now. Maybe that'll solve all my problems? Come on, guys. You can activate. I believe in you. Is there a Warden walking around the area I don't know about? Are we on peaceful without knowing? Okay, new strategy that is going to do away with my flawless beacon is I'll just run around the Ancient City until one activates naturally. I have had a Warden spawn down here before. That's why I'm so confused. So if I just run around again, I'm sure I'll find something like that. Probably? Maybe? It's gotta be true, right? We walk around the wrong place and oh no, the Warden's here. I can't think of anything more anticlimactic than spending so long trying to get the Warden to spawn and then physically not being able to. This is a normal... Ah, there we go. Okay, the moment has come. Let's do this. As soon as we see him, we drink all 3 things together. So I actually have to eat some steak now just to get my HP bar, my saturation up to max. Then... Oh, he didn't actually spawn in. Oh, come on. I was so ready for a fight. Okay, that's the noise, right? This is the one. This is the time. Has anyone else ever been teased so much by Minecraft? I feel like it's just me. I'm gonna stand right on here and I'm not gonna keep bouncing till I hear the noise. Come on there, fella. There we go. Okay. I hear the Warden. I don't see the Warden yet, but I know I need to drink my potions. And this last one only goes down when I can actually physically... Okay, there we go. That is the Warden. Can we do this? Let's find out, I guess. Oh, yes. Let's go. Let's go, Warden. Oh, so as you can see, 99% reduction is great, but it's still not enough. The Warden is hitting right through that. Gone through my defenses already, which is why it's key to eat another golden apple. Just keep on top of that at all times. Always have some form of regen going on while I finish off the Warden just like that. It takes 2 potions, 2 golden apples, a really decent set of gear, but you can get yourself a Sculk Catalyst. This is one of the rarest items in the game, which is why it's so great to kill the Warden for. It is worth going through all the effort to do so, because there's no other way to get this. No other way, of course, besides going to a deep dark biome. Doesn't even need to be an ancient city, just to clarify. You just gotta go to a deep dark biome, and you can find yourself a ton of these Sculk Catalysts. In fact, if you wanted some Sculk Catalysts, I think they would make a nice building block, right? If you wanted a Sculk Catalyst, what you could do, hypothetically, is just find one of these biomes and go on a little bit of a silk touch spree, which of course we'll be doing today. Yeah, I think it might be just a little bit easier to go to one of these biomes and grab one, but then you don't have the same sense of reward. One of these Sculk Catalysts was won in battle, and one of them, or now 2 of them, were just generally there. I actually like that these blocks have a little bit of light source to them. I feel like it would make such an interesting build, right? Because it's almost got like a brick pattern to it. This looks like the Sculk brick, if you will, and it's very hard to get large amounts of. You need either a Warden farm, or you need a lot of... Because, you know, if we're being honest, you don't even need to... Go into an ancient city, you'll find a lot of these too. But even just, like, in the areas around an ancient city, you should find lots of places... Like, look up there. Do you see up in the sky? There's just a sculpt catalyst in an area you don't even realize is there. So let's go up and get it. Honestly, I might as well pick up some sculpt while I'm here too. I'm always on the lookout for fun extra blocks. And so why not pick up some of them that are around my mostly destroyed ancient city? I think that's probably a good idea. And yeah, I think that's the cool thing about attempting fun challenges in Minecraft. Sometimes you just need to think to yourself, can I do it? And you have a lot of fun along the way, because Minecraft is the sort of game where it's addicting. You don't just want to get enough scute to make one turtle helmet, which is how we make potions, just a reminder. We put whole helmets in there. You know, if you want to make a strength potion, you better put a blaze rod helmet right down into the crafting table. But more seriously, it's like, yeah, actually, the cool thing about Minecraft is just by doing weird tasks and involving yourselves in weird parts of the game, you can start to enjoy things that maybe you haven't appreciated in a while. I don't think I've gone scute farming in like a couple of years, and I kind of forgot about the process and how interesting and almost addictive it is in the way of like, I want to get more, so I can get more, so I can get more, so you know, there is something about that is really appealing in my opinion. And so yeah, if you ever want to get more, so you can get more, so you can get more, you want to play the cookie clicker aspect of Minecraft, it's something you can totally do while trying to kill the Warden, or any other challenge you want to attempt. You can start way smaller, way bigger. Honestly, the cool thing about Minecraft is no one even knows what challenges you attempt. If your challenge for the day is trying to craft yourself a cake, no one's going to judge you. They might judge you when they find out you get the achievement, but it'll be a positive type of judgmental, I hope. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the Let's Play, where today we officially killed the Warden. I do think that as far as like time in to time out goes, Let's Play challenges like this can be like, you know, a poor result on that. But I hope that you enjoy the videos regardless of that fact. And if you do, consider maybe subscribing with those notifications turned on. Because I like my sculpt catalysts, and now I know that one of these was won in the hardest way humanly possible. And I feel good about that. Maybe you do too. Or maybe you feel terrible. If you feel terrible, just remember, Creeper, oh wait, get away, Mr. Ally. Well, Creeper plus explosion equals free experience. It also equals a dead ally, so keep that in mind. Yeah, my armor's gonna be destroyed for a little bit. Gonna need to... Look how much of my diamond helmet the Warden went through. That is nuts. I have to go through a serious repair process now, which I guess I'll go do on the surface. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Damn it. I knew that would happen when I saw the creeper across the way. I just kind of figured, like, there's no way he's actually getting over here. Did he destroy any eggs? I hope not. I don't have much to say about it, but scute. You know, that joke probably doesn't work at all. Thank you for... You know, if it doesn't, like, sound correct, because I don't think I did that. Just use the first take and use it for the outro, but then, like, after the outro, before the outro, something like that. And then, like, use captions, like, apostrophe S, cute. You know, that might help people's understanding.